Hello everyone, welcome to the streams. Hopefully everyone is doing okay. Hello Caitlin, welcome. Hope you're all having a very good afternoon here. We're just loading up into Denver for a flight to Glenwood Springs. Nice approach in the Rockies we're going to be having today. Just bear with me here a couple of seconds. Okay everyone, welcome. We're here in the default Pilatus PC-12. Biggest aircraft that can currently land at Glenwood Springs, so it should be interesting. Anyways, we're gonna start with the generators, number 1 and number 2, battery 1 and 2, and AV bus 1 and 2.
Gear.
Okay. And then the standby bus. As for the electrical power for the aircraft. We don't want to start the engines just yet, so they shouldn't be on. We're gonna just automatically shut it down. Okay, there we go. Now we're gonna go back to the batteries 1 and 2, generators 1 and 2 on, AV 1 bus and 2 on, and standby bus as well. So for some reason these two screens are off. They should be on. Might be a bug on the airplane. So anyways, we're gonna set up the route here in the EFB. Departure airport, Kilo Delta Echo November out of Denver. Departure runway, we're gonna be at 08. Okay. Runway 08. Right there. At departure. That way we can get a program to the airplane itself. So departure Rocky 7 by Romeo Lima Golf. So we're gonna go down here. We're gonna find Rocky 7 by Romeo Lima Golf. We're good. Change procedure. Arrival airport at KGWS over at Glenwood. Alright. Runway. The arrival runway 32. But the realistic arrival is runway 14, right through to the town for landing. Takeoff, it's the opposite way. So at approach, we're gonna do a VFR approach through the cannon. Okay, VFR approach, we're gonna do right on auto. Left cross auto, that's the one we want. Okay, good. Change procedure, switch to VFR, okay. Good. Elevation is gonna be flight level 190, 19,000 feet. We're gonna hit send to avionics. And we're good. Okay. We're gonna have a little bit of bad weather en route, but for the arrival we should be okay. Alright. For the time being, we're gonna set the altitude to 19,000 feet. 19,000, we're good. And the barometric pressure, we're at 29990 at 5,400 feet. Thank you, Caitlin. I'll check it out later. Yeah. Or actually, during cruise flight, I can check it out, so that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, good. We're gonna set our speeds to manual for takeoff. Roughly, we're at, let's see, 3,600 kilograms for takeoff. Okay. Elevation 5,400 feet. And temperature, we're at, let's see here, temperature, we're roughly at about 32 degrees Celsius. Okay. That way we can check the takeoff performance of the aircraft. Alright. Takeoff speeds roughly about 173. Good. We're gonna get here on the yaw damper on. Good. Just about now we're gonna get the VNAV on. Okay, good. So right now you see the roll option, but once we're airborne or in the takeoff roll, it's gonna switch to nav 1, so it should follow the route automatically. Alright. We're good in that. We are gonna start the engines. So the beacon light is on, that's good. Nav lights are on. No smoking, seatbelt sign on. Ignition on. Engine run, and then the starter switch on. And it should it should be starting here in a few. There it goes, the APU. You see the exhaust heat, and there it goes. Okay, good. Oh man, those sounds. Turboprops are, I'd say, one of my favorite aircraft to fly. We're gonna activate it right here. Activate the route, there it goes. Okay, so let's see here. Import from scene brief. Takeoff runway 08. Okay, there it is, straight ahead. So we're gonna taxi Mike all the way straight ahead to Mike and to runway 08. Okay, good. We're gonna get our taxi lights on. sadly there's no ATC online in Denver, so we're gonna be flying offline. Okay. Alright, we should be good at taxi. So we're gonna do flaps 1. There they go. Okay, perfect. Parking brakes are off. And we're good to start taxiing to runway 08. So that's a pretty quick startup. This stream is gonna be pretty quick. Tomorrow we're gonna have another stream from Dallas all the way to Chicago. So that should be a fun one. Okay. Mike is right here. So here to the left should be Mike. Taxiway Mike. Yeah, this airplane, in case you're curious, it's for some reason it really likes to bounce like up and down, you know, whenever I hit the brakes, so. And it's pretty powerful since right now I'm on idle in the thrust, so it's a pretty powerful airplane. So anyways, we're taxiing here in Mike. It's gonna be probably like 4 minutes or so taxi time, then take off 08, and turn in left all the way into Glenwood Springs. Winds over there should be pretty rough since it's late afternoon and it's surrounded by mountains, so it's gonna be a spicy, bumpy approach. And in case y'all curious in how to plan my routes, I use this website called scenebrief.com. To those who might have some experience with Microsoft Flight Simulator might have heard of it. But in case y'all haven't heard of it, it's called scenebrief.com. I'll post a link here in the chat once we're at cruise altitude. That way you can go check it out in case you're curious. And it's a super complete website, so it gives you like the takeoff performance, landing performance, etc. So right now we are using the default Jasobo, the latest PC-12. Hopefully one of those companies like Ada Builds or I don't know if PMDG or anyone might release one. Welcome Reaper, welcome to the streams, good to see you. Oh right, Colin, yeah. Yeah, pretty country. I do agree with you. Alright, we are pretty close to 08. We'll be holding short at 08 for a quick double checkup, making sure everything is okay for takeoff. And then we're gonna be climbing about 1400 feet per minute. And then turning left en route for Glenwood Springs. Right now, we're gonna be having a bit of a bump and climb, but then during cruise and approach, we should have a nice view of Glenwood Springs. So, also a fun fact about Glenwood Springs, it's one of those, if not the most challenging airport to land in the US. So, it's gonna be pretty interesting, especially in an aircraft like this one, the latest PC-12s. Okay, we're gonna be turning on the strobe lights, strobe and pulse. Oh, almost deviated there to the grass. We almost ate grass. That would have been fun. Okay, we're gonna be holding short right about here. Perfect. We'll get our landing lights on. Green lights, not necessary. Making sure we're good up here. Okay, we're good. Altitude set to 19,000, elevation 5,360, everything in the green. We're good. Okay. We're good on engines, fuel, generators. Okay, let's line up and take off for Glenwood Springs. Welcome, Jay, to the streams. Welcome. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Okay, we'll be taxiing here to the active. We are good for takeoff, and we're gonna go full power. Okay. Watch out for the crosswinds. Smooth and steady takeoff. Perfect. That's exactly what I want to see. Okay, nice and steady climb. So on departure, I thought it was gonna be a bit windier being Denver. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you. I thought it was gonna be a bit windier, but it turned out to be a-okay. Flaps up. Okay, we're gonna be turning left here. And then autopilot is on.
Autopilot.
Bear with me 1 second. For some reason, it is...
Autopilot.
Could be the flight director, maybe. therapy, yeah. Flight director is on.
Autopilot.
JetBlue para Alemania, correcto. Sí, sabes. JetBlue para Alemania.
Autopilot.
Okay, this is a first.
Autopilot.
Yeah, for some reason the autopilot does not want to cooperate. Right, there's our airplane with a left turn. Okay, good.
Autopilot.
What is wrong with this autopilot? And right there, straight ahead is Denver. Right about there, ahead of the mountains, we have Glenwood Springs. Turn off auto throttle. Okay. There it is.
Autopilot.
Okay, auto throttle seems to be off, but
Autopilot.
it still like doesn't wanna cooperate. It's kind of weird here. Oh, turn on auto throttle. Yeah, for some reason, maybe on FNS. No. Okay. I mean, yesterday when I was practicing this exact flight, it was working. For some reason right now, like, doesn't want to cooperate. Okay, we're gonna maybe go here direct to activate.
Autopilot.
Yeah, auto throttle, I mean, it looks like it's on, as you can see, but it doesn't show the green light, so that's a bit odd. Maybe it needs to be a bit more stable.
Autopilot.
Yeah, it's I guess maybe I'm gonna have to hand fly it for the time being. You know what they say, there's a first time for everything. Yeah, I mean, well, that's what they say, so we'll be hand flying it. So maybe not the exact 19,000 feet, because to be able to hand fly, we want to go VFR. That'll be below 18,000 feet, because right above 18,000 is IFR airspace. So 9,500 seems like a decent altitude, 9,500 to 10,000 feet. So between Yeah, 9,000, 10,000 feet should be fine. Anyways, I'm gonna play on some tunes for this stream. Ooh, there was a sudden change of wind. No, the flight director is on, because you can see the magenta lines here. Yaw damper is on. That's the vertical speed. Yeah. Flight director is on. So why does the autopilot doesn't want to cooperate this time?
Autopilot.
That's a first. I mean, I don't want to be hand flying for 45 minutes, but that's good practice.
Autopilot.
Okay. Yeah, so maybe it's a Flight Sim 24 issue with the aircraft itself. Be now.
Autopilot.
I have to post that in the Flight Sim community. See if other flight simmers are having this type of error or bug in the airplane. Okay, we'll see about that. Okay, let's turn off flight directors. VNAV. Okay, now.
Autopilot.
Autopilot. Okay, auto throttle seems to be off. We're gonna turn it on. Flight director is on. VNAV and now autopilot.
Autopilot.
Same crazy error. I mean, I haven't got this in the Pilatus PC-12. That's like it turns on for like a few milliseconds and then the green light and then turns back off. Now that's first. Don't use VNAV. Okay, let's see.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Yeah, it like turns on for a few milliseconds, close to 1 second, and then it turns back off. Could be, yeah. Yeah, I got the nav button switched on, but still
Autopilot.
there's that bug again. Okay, vertical speed for altitude climb will go. Yeah, but without the autopilot, it like won't climb, and that's the thing. Like it's the green light just turns on for like a few milliseconds. And then,
Autopilot.
Yep. guess we're gonna be hand flying this airplane for the time being. Yeah, hopefully we have a nice approach in Glenwood Springs. Yeah, I got ignition in it. Ah, the ignition is still lit. Maybe it's that?
Autopilot.
Nope. I mean, yeah, it's supposed to be off by now. The ignition, but still the autopilot, that's the main issue.
Autopilot.
A little bit more power. Yeah, because also when I hit the throttles a bit forward, you see this red message in this screen over here. That shouldn't be on. Okay, it's gonna be IFR for a bit, so I gotta check my instruments. Ooh, a nice lightning strike. I'm gonna climb a bit, just a tiny bit. Bear with me 1 second, Reaper. That way I can get cleared of this weather, and I'll be checking the turning off the autopilot involves several steps and checks if this was installed. Ooh, that was a rough one. Yeah. You know, there should be an update, in my opinion, in Flight Sim 24 where you can share the cockpit. Bear with me 1 second so I can get cleared of this weather. That should be... Navlog... Okay, bear with me 1 second here. I gotta get clear of this weather first. It's pretty nasty up here. Okay, maintain altitude. Aircraft icon, the little plane. Aircraft checklist. There it is, yeah. Thank you very much, Reaper. Give me 1 second. This weather is so nasty. Woo! Tutor switch must be set to off. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Until now, I noticed that. Thank you very much. Just bear with me here 1 second. I gotta get clear of this tiny storm. Bumpy. Little lighting next to it will focus where it is. Gotcha, thank you very much. Sí, no sé nada, el clima está bastante mal. Es solamente una pequeña tormenta aquí afuera. Pero no es tan fuerte como podría ser. But yeah, I'll check the little eye once I'm on the ground. I don't want to do that in the air, but thanks for the heads up, Reaper. Appreciate you. I'm just gonna climb a bit higher to get rid of, get cleared of mountain straight ahead. Bueno, es más bien es una tormenta chiquitita porque aquí abro la tableta y sale como una tormentita pequeña. Podría ser mucho más grande, está en verde, lo cual es bueno. Si estuviera en amarillo o rojo ahí sí sería peligroso. No tanto que no se podría hacer el vuelo, pero sí se consideraría como peligroso. No, one thing, Reaper, I gotta do, or I could do, it's study the checklist for the Pilatus PC-12. Just study them, not know them by memory, but like know the flow, if you know what I mean. So it's always good to study the airplane systems, even if you're live streaming flights or you know. Good here, and then slight turn to the right to follow the supposed magenta but now green light routes. The green route here. A third HUD. Alrighty, that I had no idea. We can check that out once I'm on the ground, so that way don't get distracted and crash into the mountain and change it into a Pilatus PC-12 crash in a mountain stream. So we're like a news headline on the stream. That'd be crazy. No, Esto es en Denver, en Colorado, en Estados Unidos, entonces por eso es que apareció esa tormentita. Vamos en ruta hacia el oeste, entonces sí. Nos dirigimos hacia los Rockies en Estados Unidos, entonces todo. Acá 2.0. Ay no. No, las tormentas de aquí son muy fuertes. Anyways, we are about to cross RLG, Romeo Lima Golf. Then about probably in like 15, 18 miles maybe until we are far flying over the canyon, so we should be good. No, aquí no. Las tormentas de nosotros son mucho más fuertes que las de donde estoy frenando ahorita. Then bring up the checklist and do a full dark startup. Will you? Yeah, because we're gonna do a round trip back to Denver, so cold and dark startup, that's gonna help a lot.
Autopilot.
Yeah, still the same thing with the autopilot. So. We'll be in the ground in Glenwood Springs for like 10 minutes or so, 10 to 15 minutes, thereabouts. So that way y'all can get a drink, you know, whatever, get some snacks for the return flight back to Denver. And tomorrow we're gonna have an interesting stream, which we're gonna be flying from Dallas, Texas, all the way to Chicago, Illinois. I flew my 787 today for a little bit. It's going to take a little time getting used to new things. Yeah, the advantage about the 787, once you get used to the 787, then you know, aircraft like the A350. What else? The A380. You'll find them pretty similar. Or even, you know, the 747-8s, the 777. Well, you've probably flown the 777. You've told me that before, Reaper. So. We should be crossing Romeo Lima Golf. Romeo Lima Golf. Okay. Here in a few miles. The game put me on a flight that should have went from Tampa to 77710. Yeah, the game has done that a few flights for me. Like for example with the King Air 350. For me, I had a route appeared like to be 6 hours with the King Air, and I was like, what? Like a King Air 350 cannot fly 6 hours. Like it cannot. Unless it would be a modified King Air, but the regular King Air, no way. Do a left turn to follow the green route. And then we're gonna, once we're close to the green route over here, because I'm keeping an eye out, or at least try to keep an eye out whenever I can, because you know, since it's a VFR flight. Well, I gotta cook dinner. I'll be around the Discord. Alrighty. I'll probably catch you later on the Discord, Reaper. Enjoy your meal. By the way, y'all, also I have planned in streaming other games in case you missed my last stream, which I mentioned it before. Other games, I'm going to do a stream to get a good turnout. Sounds good, sounds good. But yeah, I've been thinking of streaming other games as well, you know, like American Truck Simulator. That could be as like an After Dark stream, or just like a chill out lounge type stream where I play, you know, like American Truck Simulator, GTA, what else, the Planet Crafter. I could also do Call of Duty gaming as well, FIFA gaming, since that's the big thing right now, soccer. For GTA, normally I play 5M, which is an online server, which you do roleplay in GTA. And in case you're curious, I'm part of this CD called City of Speed, in which when we're on the ground, they're gonna share the Discord if you want to join City of Speed as well. But the main content is going to be Microsoft Flight Simulator. So when we're on the ground, I'm going to be posting 2 links. The link to the Sim Brief for all the flight simmers out there who haven't heard of it. There are a ton of other flight simmers who know of the website and others who haven't, so I'm going to be placing it here in the chat. And also the link to the CDSP Discord. That way you can get an idea of how it is, what we do, what we don't do. We do racing as well. We do car racing, motorcycle racing, aerial racing, like racing with airplanes, helicopters, cars, boats, everything. Anyways, we're about to cross Romeo Lima Gulf to the southwest. Then at about Sierra X-Ray Whiskey, we're going to start doing the descent into, a little bit before Sierra X-Ray Whiskey, we're going to start doing the descent into Glenwood Springs. Then we're gonna between Glenwood Springs for like 10-15 minutes on the ground. That way y'all can stretch, you know, get a drink, coffee, whichever you like. Then we'll be on the stream again for the takeoff back to Denver. Yeah, I got a feeling we're gonna be into quite a bumpy approach in Glenwood Springs. It's a typical airport when you're flying through a canyon, so expect choppy winds. Alrighty, we'll see you in a little bit, Caitlin. Cleaning sounds fun. So this, yeah, this red area here should be even more so in flight. I have to scrub everything. Oh god, yeah. Everything I can imagine. Anyways, we're crossing over here Romeo Lima Gulf. Then about roughly 10-15 miles until descent into Glenwood Springs, flying VFR through the canyon. Yeah, it should be interesting. Hopefully the winds won't be as choppy as I think they're gonna be, but you never know, especially in the late afternoon. Okay, we're gonna be crossing Romeo Lima Gulf to direct Glenwood. I'm just gonna climb up the car to get cleared out of these mountains. Okay, roughly about 11, or actually 10,500 feet. That should give us enough clearance from the mountains and rough air that might pass over the ridge here, so it should be good. So the VFR descent is going to be right ahead over here, right about this area into Glenwood. We're going to get cleared of these this flight director, because Autopilot hasn't been willing to cooperate.
Autopilot.
Yeah, there it goes. Ooh, choppy wind up here. once we're on the ground, we hope to get ATC online, which Denver Tower just got on. But over at Glenwood, Denver Center is not online, so. Yeah, where women have a bit of a choppy approach. So in case of a go-around, which in this airplane there should be no margin for error over at Glenwood. If we do have to go around, we're gonna plan to go around right over here at Lassig Wayfield. Go around and then try it back again. It is bumpy up here. So this is the famous cannon that takes you towards Glenwood, but we're gonna still keep it high on the altitude. We actually wanna turn right here. We don't want to get too close to the mountain. And we are having a good strong crosswind. Just follow the cannon VFR, keeping it between 9,000 and 10,000 feet. They're gnarly strong up here. Yeah, we're roughly about 35 nautical miles from the runway. This is some serious gnarly wind. Yeah, the approach is gonna be super rough. We're gonna have to do full power climb here. Like this red message should appear, no takeoff. Funny thing about Glenwood, Glenwood is quite a high elevation, but at the same time not a too high elevation. So if I'm not mistaken, it's roughly around 5,000 feet or so.
Autopilot.
Yeah, autopilot seems to still be doing its thing. We're gonna check, double check the airplane systems. That way we're gonna have to, hand flight back to Denver. Okay, we're gonna go back down slowly. Be descending towards our arrival into Glenwood Springs, Colorado. So here's the canyon again that I told you about. It takes us all the way to Glenwood Springs, which is right after this ridge between this mountain and this mountain, running the small valley. We should be there roughly in about probably plus minus 15 minutes or so. And then we're gonna stay in the ground for like 10-15 minutes. Then back on departure towards Denver International. Should be good. And hopefully we do get ATC for arrival. That would be much appreciated. That would be nice. So for the time being, the Denver Tower is online. Just slowly descending towards the canyon. Now we can guide us, lead us there to Glenwood Springs. It does seem we're gonna get a nice approach to Glenwood. Okay, over here we're gonna keep it between 8,000 and 9,000 feet. Up until a little bit before the turn into Glenwood town. And right after this this part of the mountain here, right after it, we're gonna be turning a bit to the left, and then into arrival for Glenwood. One of the most, if not the most challenging airports to land in the US. So. Also, if y'all might have a flight that you want to request, for example, in your home city, your home state, or even your home country, to wherever you're watching from, I can do it. I would gladly do it for you. Also, tomorrow we have another stream planned, which we're going to do a route with American Airlines Airbus 321 from Hawaii Phoenix Simulations. Make sure to check them out as well, their products. It's super interesting. I'm not being sponsored by them anyhow, so I just like their products, their airplanes, they're super high quality. The route will be from Dallas, Texas to Chicago, Illinois. Roughly about 3 hours, 15 minutes. We're roughly close to Glenwood. Okay, they're gonna be turning off the music here for the approach. It's gonna be super bumpy. Okay, throttles to idle. Ooh, super bumpy. This is gonna be interesting. Disregard the pull-up message, of course. We're flying through a canyon, so expect high elevation around. We'll fly right towards Lassed, then the landing at Glenwood. We should be good at the approach. Ooh. This is super challenging. It's never gonna get old. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, there is Glenwood straight ahead. We're gonna do flaps 1. Ooh. Ground proximity, of course. Thank you. This is super bumpy. Landing gear down. It is down. Thank you. Flaps 2. There is Glenwood Airport. We're on short final. Thrust idle. Flaps full. Super bumpy. Keep it steady, steady. Let it sit. Good, we're down. That was a good break. Alright, we're gonna do a backtrack here. And we're gonna be parking it over here. Okay, parking brake set. Good. Flaps clean. They're going up, okay. Okay, barometric pressure set to 5840. 5,140 feet. Okay. Taxi gates off, landing lights off, poles off, seatbelt sign off, beacon still on, strobes off. There it goes. Alright, we're gonna request refueling. Okay, let's see. Administration. Okay, back. Select. Actually, never mind. Alright, I'm gonna leave you guys here with an outside view for roughly maybe 5 minutes or so. With some music. This is a beautiful Pilatus PC-12 airplane. Okay, we're gonna turn everything off here. Okay. Off. Good. Alright. Alrighty, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get myself some a snack to eat. So I'll see you guys in 2 to 5 minutes maximum. So I'm gonna leave you here with some tunes with the airplane here. That way you can all, grab a snack, get a drink, get a stretch, and I'll see you in 2 to 5 minutes for the flight back to Denver. Okay everyone, welcome back, welcome back. Hopefully y'all got a snack, got some coffee, some water. Hopefully y'all got to stretch as well. So we'll be back in the airplane for the route back to Denver, Colorado. Get our batteries on, steering wheel on, bus 1 and 2 on, and the standby bus. Okay, there we go. Now, I'm gonna go here. Okay, there we go. Circuit breaker is set. Standby power. Let's check standby power. Okay, it's on. Good. Yes, armed. Okay, it's armed. That's good. We're gonna test it. Okay. Seatbelt signs on. Beacon off. Okay. starter switch is on and gear down. Oh. Okay, fuel quantity checked for a full tank. Okay. Now we're gonna go back here in the tablet. Go to the route. Exit here, close this, close this. Gonna be departing Glenwood Springs out of runway. We want to depart out of runway 14 because the town is ahead of runway 14. At a departure, VFR pattern. We're gonna go left 45 degrees auto. That's perfect. Change procedure, good. Arrival airport at Denver, Kilo Delta Echo November. Denver International, that's good. Arrival runway B17 right. Runway 17 right, okay, good. Okay. Denver. Okay. Approach. Depart. Route Jet Airways. Okay. Arrival. We do want to change the approach. Okay, 17 right. Arnav, we're gonna do Arnav 17 right Zulu. Okay, then over here. So we're gonna go by lungs. Okay. We wanna go hissy. Change procedure. Switch to IFR, we wanna do that. Actually, we wanna redo this because it's a little bit messed up. But that's okay, we can always redo it, better be safe than sorry later. Alright, departure KGWS out of Denver, Glenwood, apologies. Runway 14. VFR pattern. We're gonna go left 45 degrees auto. Change. Switch to VFR. We can request IFR during cruise. No problem if we get center online. Arrival at Denver, Kilo Delta Echo November, Denver International, okay, good. The runway was 17 right, okay. 17 right, good. Alice 7, change. It's still doing the same thing. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Why is it doing this? Denver 17 right. ILS 7, change. That is strange. Switch to IFR. If not, we can then request vectors to 17 right. Ay. Okay, flight level is gonna be again, flight level 1 under 19,000 feet. Okay. Send avionics. Good. We're gonna go down here. Go to the transponder. And apply. What? Okay. Now we're gonna go to the transponder here. Enter. Huh. Okay, this should be on. Flight director fail. Alright, we're gonna be starting the engine here. Altitude 19,000 feet. Vertical speed 1300 feet per minute. That should be okay. Okay. And the rest are gonna be off. That's good. The weird thing is this SB off thing over here, which I know it's the transponder. Anyways, let's go to the ignition, engine, start. We should get the exhaust here. There it goes. Activate. Okay, we're good. Good engine start, but what I don't like seeing is this SB off. It should be working here with the transponder. Let me take a look here. Stabilizer trim, prop speed. Data link. VFR. 1200. Enter. should be on. Kaylin, welcome back. Welcome back to the stream. We are trying to get this sorted up for a flight back to Denver. It seems, yeah. I guess we're gonna have to be flying with this off, in which Denver Tower is still online. Anyways, we're gonna get the aircraft prepared. Flaps 1. Okay, taxi lights on. Good. Everything looks good for the departure. Okay, parking brake released. We'll be taxiing to the active. Glenwood back to Denver. It's gonna be a 35-minute flight time, a bit shorter. Alrighty. Nice river, enjoy. Bon appetit. We're gonna do a backtrack here. You get lined up for takeoff back towards Denver. Nice and slowly. Maintain the center line. Alright, check the lights, landing lights, poles on, strobe lights on, green lights on, ignition is auto, seatbelt sign on, flaps 1. Okay, we're good to depart back to Denver. Okay. We're all set. Alright, full speed ahead. Keep the brakes set up. Throttle's good. 100. Engines in the red. Take off. Maintain center line. Rotate it slowly, nice and slowly. Shush, shush. Shush. Gears up. Flaps up. Really? Again? Come on now.
Autopilot.
Oh well.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Okay. Now you don't want to cooperate again.
Autopilot.
Ay, ay, ay. I gotta figure this out. Looks like hand flying again. Yay. Won't take off. What am I missing?
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Alright everyone, we're on route back to Denver. It kind of seems this airplane wants to be hand flown again.
Autopilot. Autopilot. Autopilot.
Okay, this is the first.
Autopilot.
I'm gonna turn off the flight director. Sim, if you can check your DMs. Bear with me 1 sec here, Reaper. Alright. Reaper, thanks for the thanks for the message.
Autopilot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check this over here. Nav select.
Autopilot.
Okay, bear with me here. Should it be with the nav preview or nav select? FMS. Okay. FMS. That should do the trick.
Autopilot.
Okay, hang on. Nav.
Autopilot.
Turn on FMS and the Copilot is not on. Okay, there's FMS to Janet. So it should be
Autopilot.
working. FMS. Should this be on?
Autopilot.
Oh no, that's the yeah, now it is, but it's still not accepting or wanting to go to the route. For example, I click direct to activate.
Autopilot.
Nothing.
Autopilot.
It should be pink, not teal. No, this is the radio. I'm gonna switch here to the HSI. That's weird. It should be in a sort of magenta color. But it's... oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about the FMS this, I guess. FMS.
Autopilot.
Yeah, it was pink, but it still like wouldn't capture the route, the autopilot. It says FMS hammock, but it's white. It should be magenta. There it goes. It's magenta.
Autopilot.
Still the same error.
Autopilot.
Like, what more does it want me to do?
Autopilot.
Nothing. James, 1 second. FMS. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, they should be on now.
Autopilot.
Yeah, they're... FMS. FMS, okay.
Autopilot.
Nope. It still seems like it wants to do its thing. And it's here, FMS. Yeah, it probably is glitched. It's gonna have to be hand flown. You know, the funny thing is that this isn't career mode, it's free flight, which shouldn't be the same, but given the circumstances, it's probably glitched. But anyways, we're close to being back to Denver. Anyhow. That was bump out of nowhere. place in case there's new people joining in the stream. Tomorrow we're gonna be streaming a flight from Dallas, Texas, all the way to Chicago, Illinois, which is gonna be roughly about 3.5 hours. So that should be a pretty relaxing stream. Also, like I mentioned, on the route to Glenwood, I could be doing streams like after dark streams or sort of relaxing the lounge type streams, after the main content, which is flight sim. I could be doing different types of gaming. As I mentioned, I do role-playing GTA RP, in which I'm a member of Serious Speed RP. I actually forgot to share the link of the Serious Speed Discord here in the stream. So after landing, I'll try to copy and paste the Serious Speed invite link in the Discord on my stream, so y'all can join. Only other thing that can be is if the trim light is not on, it can prevent autopilot engaging. That could be a really good point, Reaper. I'm actually gonna have a stabilizer. I mean, an elevator trim now. But yeah, that could be a really good point. The trim. That's a good advice. But yeah, like I said, if y'all are interested, I can post a Serious Speed Discord invite link to the stream after landing. That way y'all can check it out if y'all have Discord. Maybe, just maybe. No.
Autopilot.
Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, actually, Reaper, if you can share the Serious Speed Discord, you're more welcome to do so. I'm actually a hand flying, so I cannot multitask. So that'll be a great help. Yeah, Reaper, I just saw your DMs. Thank you very much. So in case those who are wondering, I'm going to be sending the Cydia Speed invite link. That's a server for GTA 5M. Good thing I searched about the autopilot not turning on and the PC-12. Gotcha. I'm going to check it out after the stream here. Once I land. Thank you very much, Reaper. But yeah, in case y'all are curious, after the main content, like an After Dark type stream, I could be doing some GTRP, in which I'm a member of Cydia Speed RP, which is GTRP server. I'm gonna be sending the invite link in case y'all are curious and wanna join. That's the invite link to Cydia Speed Discord. So make sure you check their Discord out, their server. It's a fun place, you know, to be for when you, for example, you've had a, I don't know, a stressful day, just to name a few examples, and you wanna, you know, become someone like who you are not. That's the whole thing about role playing. So make sure to join them, check them out. And make sure to read the rules so you can get your member badge in the Cydia Speed Discord. Alright, I got your Reaper. Kinda weird getting Christmas jazz all of a sudden. It's not even Christmas yet. Happy early New Year. Or happy early Christmas, whatever. Anyways, we'll be arriving Denver shortly. Back to 15,000 feet. And after Telluride, I guess that's what it is, we're gonna start our descent towards Denver. Just about 500 feet per minute, 500 to 1,000 feet per minute, so that should be more than enough. Airplane. Please turn. There we go. Back on track. I'm just gonna have a sip here of the coffee. So just in case if y'all are new here, welcome to the streams. The main content is going to be Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. And as a side content for this channel as well, like in After Dark stream, I'm going to do GTRP, probably other games as well. In which case I'm a member of Cydia Speed, which I just posted the Discord, so make sure to check him out. Also make sure to click check on the rules, that way you can get your member badge in your Discord. Ooh, slight bump. Anyways, right after toll raid, we're gonna probably be in the air for like a couple of minutes, and then start our descent towards Denver International. We're flying back from Glenwood, which the landing was pretty nice. It was bumpy on a short final. And now we're flying back to Denver International. So hopefully it'll be just an everyday approach and landing. There's Denver in the screen. Denver should be right about northeast of our current heading, the way we're facing, like northeast over here. And we'll be approaching the RNAV. At the moment, RNAV and RNAV approaching runway 17 right. In which case I'm going to open my charts here. Navigraph charts, flights, import, so I'm opening my route in my Navigraph charts. Okay, we're gonna deviate a little bit here. And then south of Foxtrot, Quebec Foxtrot, we're gonna go up to Woodpie, and then to Kilo Whiskey, India Kilo Echo, and to Hoopie for the RNAV approach to 17 right. Should be a pretty smooth approach.
Autopilot.
It's kind of annoying, it's kind of funny, it doesn't want to turn on. I mean, we can always fly the airplane. At least I'm not descending from like 33,000 feet. Well, manually descending from 33,000 feet, so. I do want to turn off the flight director because it can be a bit distracting. Especially since, you know, we're in VFR. We're below 18,000, so we're good. Also, another detail I forgot to mention. I'm gonna be flying a few times. Like business jets, turboprops, or small propeller airplanes like the Piper Cherokee, for example. Mostly it's gonna be airliners. I could do a few old school airliners like a Concorde, for example. It's a really fun airplane to fly. Airbuses, the A320, 321, A380, 777s, 787s as well. Just about every airliner. So every so often I might do routes like, for example, this one, Denver to Glenwood, or Palm Beach International to KSRQ or Tampa. Every now and then, just to get out of the airliner routine. So, and every now and then, at nighttime after I get out of work, I'm probably gonna start streaming GTRP and City of Speed RP. So, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna maintain 10,000. Well, try to maintain 10,000 since the autopilot doesn't want to cooperate. Up until JPEGs. Between JPEGs and Jomap, and descend to 17 right. Denver International sits at about 6,300 feet, plus minus, so we should be good. Okay, right here we're going to be turning left, but we want to maintain 10,000, not less than 10,000. 10,000 or above is ideal. See the airplane here, the route over here. No, at or above 10,000. At a Whitby, then Wiki, and then Hoop. Then JPEGs and Jomax start our descent to the runway. Increase speed a little bit, that way we're a bit quicker. We are okay, we're good. just about 6.5 nautical miles from the base. There's Denver International. Good. Okay, we're gonna be turning left on base to Whitby, then Wiki, then Coupe, JPEX, Jama, descend at 17 right. Just got done meeting. Okay, that was the last message. Okay, from Quickie, we are 4 nautical miles from Quickie, and then we're gonna do like a diagonal turn to Hoopy, then JPEX, descending to 17 right. Actually, we're gonna fly at JPEX directly, so we should be good. Here's the ILS approach. I mean, it's not gonna really be ILS since we're visual. And there seems to be a small storm brewing. Yeah, it's well, actually not a small storm, it's quite a big storm. Bigger than the one on the way towards Glenwood. Because we're gonna slow down, start descending. We'll go throttle idle. Should be able to cut your final to. Yeah, I just noticed that to Jewel. Cut the final to Jewel. That way, or Josie. Yeah, Josie. Could be Jewel or Josie. I'm gonna go Josie. That's actually what I was gonna do right here in my mind. Because if not, it would have been the long way around, so, you know. So we're gonna cut our speed to idle. Yeah, we're gonna go Josie straight to 17 right to the parking stand. Once I'm on the ground, clear the runway, I'm gonna open my charts and taxi to the Jewel would be good too. Yeah, between Josie and Jewel, I'm actually gonna be doing the turn. I'm gonna cut my final here, yeah. Also, since the PC-12 on idle does like a good turn bank handling as well, and it's a super fun airplane to fly, like manually. There we have the runway in sight. No, we're actually 17 right. We were gonna land on the left side. We're gonna land on the right side. So Gonna need a long final. Yeah, that's what I was exactly thinking. The PC-12, I actually could have cut the approach, you know where? I think uh, Hazelt or Max Poo. That's where I could have like cut like an extreme. I could have done like an extreme cut in the final. So doing 80 knots, nice. Yeah, we're at 130, about 130, 135 knots. We go gear down. This is a beautiful approach out of Denver. It might actually be one of my favorite approaches to do. This actually, Denver International, will be one of the airports I'm gonna fly here more often. So it's just so nice looking at the fields and seven right is gonna be this one right here. Such a beautiful approach in Denver. A little bit off to the right. We're gonna slow it down. Flaps 1. Speed check. Just gonna make this a bit higher. There you go. Hopefully we're gonna butter this landing. Of course, I don't wanna get like a negative 55, negative 100 feet per minute. I'm looking like for a decent airliner quality touchdown, depending on winds and meteorological conditions. 2 white to red, perfect. Good. 2 white to red, we're gonna keep it like that. Flaps 2. Shush. Flaps full. Shush. Keep her steady, center line. Look straight ahead of the runway. Keep her steady, 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 steady. Good. Woo! Nice touchdown. That was really good. That was such a beautiful approach. Yeah, I'm gonna fly here more often. That's a 100% definitive. Like, this approach is one of the most beautiful approaches. I'm just gonna go ahead and ignore this taxiway arrows because I removed them. I do have my Navigraph charts here. Okay, we were at Okay, we're gonna keep straight ahead and then turn a right on Mike. We're gonna head into taxiway Mike 5. Mike 5 a right and then a left to Lima 1 on the ramp to the GA parking. Okay, we're gonna turn off our strobe lights here. 90 light can come off, taxi lights keep on, poles recognition lights off. And what is this Airbus doing in the general aviation ramp? No idea. So we're gonna go here, go over here to the general aviation ramp. Right here, Mike, Lima 1 to GA parking. Yeah, what is an Airbus doing in the general aviation ramp? Okay. So before we took off at Denver, we were right about parked over here. Just gonna make sure we're straight. Good. Parking brake on. Make sure this is off. Landing gear down. Check for brake on. Checked. Flaps clean. Make sure they're clean. Good. Okay, we're gonna go up here. Green light off. Taxi lights off. No seatbelt signs off. Engine off. Okay, we're good. That's what I like to see. Perfect. And we're gonna go back to outside view. Actually, you know what? Third person, why not? There we go, this is a good old Pilatus PC-12. Anyways, everyone, I hope you all had a good experience in the stream. Hope you all enjoyed it. If you haven't, make sure to share the stream. That'll help so much, getting views, so that'll be a really good help. Hopefully you all enjoyed it as much as I did, flying to Glenwood and back to Denver. Tomorrow we're going to be flying from Dallas, Texas to Chicago, Illinois. We got the new Unibuilt Dallas airport, so it's going to be really interesting. For Chicago, we're going to be arriving the default Chicago airport, so that shouldn't be like much of a surprise there. Anyways, I really hope you all enjoyed, had as much fun as I used to, and as always, I'll be catching y'all tomorrow. Ray for Kellen, if you're still here, I'll be catching you in DC a bit later. I'm gonna go to work for a couple hours and then I'll be back. But anyways, hopefully you all join for tomorrow's flight. It's going to be about 3 hours and a half. And hopefully you all had a good fun as much as I did. So I'll be catching you all tomorrow. See ya!